and you were trying to hold on to them. And you get in this perpetual cycle of survival that the gifts that you're trying to hold on to, and sometimes the resources too, they dwindle. And you wonder why they go away, why they become useless, because you're trying to hold on to them so quickly. Whereas there are others that recognize that everything happens in seasons, right? They plant their seeds. There are others, for example, that realize that everything happens in seasons. Like there was a season for booms and busts. Seasons. You pivot. You don't stay in, you pivot. There's seasons or moments of opportunity that you should or should not buy stock, or you should sell stock, you should short stock, you should long. There are seasons for that. There are seasons to flip real estate. There's seasons to, flip houses. There are booms and busts. These are seasons, just things you navigate through. But if you choose to stay in one industry forever, even when it shows that it's not going to come back or that it's going to have a definitive end, you're doing that out of pride and not out of wisdom. You're doing that out of pride and not out of wisdom. Like there's seasons to have an e-commerce store. There's seasons to do all kind of stuff. There's seasons to develop land, and then there's seasons not to. There's seasons to travel space, and then there's seasons not to. But if you are going to stay and dig in and not be able to read when something's changing, you're doing that out of pride, and you're always going to be crushed because of that. Always. That's just the way it is. But if you're in survival mode, you're not going to be able to see when the weather changes. If you're in survival mode, you're not going to be able to see when the seasons change. And then because of that, you're not going to be able to make the right pivot when you should. So, something to take away from this real quick. Number one, your competition is not your competition. The real true competition is you. Number two, the way that you can actually stand out from others and also show your competition that you're not in direct competition with them to allow yourself to collaborate with them is by having a unique selling proposition or a USP.